my mom's calling. Oh, look at this. I just finished all of the granny squares. Okay, I'm feeling better about it now. I made another mistake. I have a confession to make. Hi there, and welcome to today's video. My name is Stina and I'm a Norwegian knitter who loves pastels. And in today's video, I'm taking you along on a knitting vlog, or should I say crochet vlog, because I've found this beautiful cardigan that I really want to recreate on Instagram and on Pinterest. And this morning I spent some time scrolling down on Pinterest and saving some of the pins that I found on a board. So you can see that here. But now the big question is, what colors should I use for this cardigan? I have quite a lot of drops air in my stash, so I figured that I want to knit this in drops air with 2 strands to get that super chunky effect. And I have 4 colors, or 5 including white, that I want to use. I also have some scrap yarn from the cardigan I'm wearing. The cardigan I'm wearing is the Madi cardi designed made by Ingvild, and I talked about it in my last video, so you should check that out. So I have leftover yarn from this, and also from another cardigan in the same yarn as this. So I have some decisions to make, but I'm pretty sure that I want the outline to be white. And I also don't know how many rounds of the granny square I'll need to make in order for the panels to be big enough to fit me. I'm just gonna do what I usually do when I'm in this position. Just start and then I'll see where it brings me. Okay, so looking at my inspiration, it looks like the granny squares have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 rounds, and this one, what does it have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 rounds. And I have how many colors? 5 colors that I want to use. Let's say I need 6 rounds. I think I need the order to be pink, blue, pink, purple. But maybe if I have white in the middle, like this, because that gives me 5, and then I have white again, and I have 6. Let me just start. I have an 8mm hook that I'm going to use for this. And I hope that works. If not, I'm gonna have to go to the yarn store again. Oh no, I have to go buy more yarn supplies, or knitting supplies, or crochet supplies. Oh no! Let's try this. One of my intentions with this video is that you'll be able to watch what I'm doing and recreate it yourself. If it turns out nicely, that's to say. But I think it will. I think it will. With these colors and sort of idea that's behind it, it has to turn out beautiful. Okay, let's see if I remember how to do the magic loop without watching a video, because I usually have to do that every time. Magic loop, chain 2, and make 11 double crochets. Woo! I'm not sure if I should just make normal simple granny squares, or if I should do like a daisy granny square or another flower motif. Let's just try with the normal one first. I'm not a very confident crocheter, so this is also a bit new to me, but I need to challenge myself and just try. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And there we go, we have the first color. Okay, and what should I do now? Should I cut the thread? Should I just start the next color? Oh, my mom's calling. I gotta pick up. Hello? Hi, Sam. I went to get more yarn. Oh, but I forgot scissors. Might have them very close. Scissors. Let's just start the next color, and that's gonna be blue. This is the color 18, and the first one 53, and the purple is number 41, and the lighter pink is 08. If only you could see the mess that I'm creating right now. Maybe I should just get a YouTube tutorial up on my phone on how to make a granny square. I know how to make a granny square. It's not my first time, but sometimes it feels like it. I think I know what I'm doing wrong. I'm doing it wrong. Oh, of course. Of course, of course, of course. If you're gonna use this as a tutorial, I would first look at a video on how to make a granny square and then follow what I'm doing after that. Basically what I'm doing is that I'm doing 3 double crochets in each opening, but in the corners I'm doing 6 with 3, then 1 chain stitch, and then 3 more. Okay, so I have gotten quite far with my first granny square, and right now I'm loving the colors. I'm loving the colors. So I think it's safe to cut the threads, because if you could see this, it's a literal mess. I have not cut any of the threads in case I change my mind, but I don't think I will change my mind, so let's cut these threads. The pink together. Oh, I think that I need 2 more rounds of the white. I'll see after I've done 1 round of white, but I want it to be quite chunky, but at the same time not too big. Just imagine 2 and then a tie in the middle. Yeah, I think it might be enough with just 1 more round. Yeah, I'll try that. And then the next question is, do I want all the granny squares to look the same, or do I want them to be a bit varied? I've been watching a few other YouTube tutorials on how to make crochet cardigans, and I find them so inspiring. Right now I'm watching Rowan Cheshire and her crochet my dream granny square cardigan tutorial and vlog, and I really like it, so I'm gonna continue watching that and work on the squares. I think I have decided that I want all the granny squares to look the same, and also I decided to only use the Drops Air yarn and not the yarn that I used for this cardigan, because I quite like the sort of uniform look, and when it's this colorful, it's enough for me that there's that much color and the pattern doesn't need to be all mixed up in addition to the colors. Okay, so now that I finished the first granny square, I can measure it and see how big the back panel and also around the arms will be. So let's measure. Okay, 20 centimeters. That's a nice number, meaning that the back panel will be 40 by 40. That big enough for me? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, that's pretty good. And 40 around my arms. Big enough. Big enough. But around 80, I think that might be a bit small. But at the same time, I'm making a tie in the front and it's not supposed to close all the way. Okay, so you see, that's 80 centimeters. Maybe I need to add some extra here, but at the same time, the construction means that it's gonna be 2 here and here. I think I'll figure that out when I'm putting it all together. This is the first square, and I need 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I need 16 of these. I guess I'll be sitting here for quite a while. Okay, so I'm now finished with 2 granny squares, and I'm still a bit unsure about the size of these. They will connect on the shoulders, right? And then I'll have 2 like this. Then I guess the tie will be here, but I would also like for it to be like this. And then the tie here, so they're not completely connected on the shoulders. Maybe that's a good idea. And then they're just, because this will connect to the arm and then the arms will be connected, and then it'll have quite a big open neckline. Maybe that's the right way to go. Because I was also thinking that if they're all the way up here, then with only 4 panels in the front, it'll only be this far down and it will barely reach my waist. And I want a bit of a more oversized look, I think. For now, I'll go for the wider neckline. And then if that doesn't work out, I'll just sew it together here and then have the tie here. we'll see when I've started sewing this together. But the plan for the rest of the day is, well, right now I'm starving, so I'm gonna make some lunch, and then I'm gonna make one more square, and then I'll go grocery shop. I'll go shopping for some food for dinner later tonight, and then I'll come back, make 1 or 2 more squares, and then I'll go for a run, and then I'll come back, shower, make dinner, and then make some more squares in the evening. So I think that's gonna be a pretty nice day. Now quite a bit later in the evening. It's 9:45 but I'm currently on my 6th granny square. Honestly, I've not been feeling my best today, and I think it has something to do with the weather. It literally just drains my energy that the sun hasn't been out in quite a while, and also I haven't gone outside. That's my own fault, but you know, that's just how it is some days. But I think tomorrow is gonna be a much better day. Crossing my fingers that I'm gonna get some good sleep tonight, and I'll probably stay up for a couple more hours and create more granny squares. So the goal for today is 7 or 8 granny squares, I think. So I'm just gonna sit here, enjoy some chips and Pepsi Max, and crochet and watch Pretty Little Liars. I know I'm a bit late to the party, but I had to see it sometime, right? It's better late than never. Ready for a run. No, not really. It's the next day, and I started the day off by going for a run. The weather outside is beautiful today, and I'm so happy that it's today that I'm meeting a friend to go to the city center to see what this festival that's going on is all about. But later on tonight it's going to be storming, so it's the perfect weather to make some more granny squares. I finished 7 last night, and I'm hoping that I'll be able to finish the rest today, but we'll see. I'll take you along for the day. Socks. It's now the end of day 2, and these are all the granny squares I have so far. It's 14, so I'm missing 2. But I think I'll be able to finish them tomorrow morning. I figured out that it takes me approximately 40 minutes to make 1 granny square. I don't know if that's... Well, I'm guessing it's a bit slow, but I'm also watching Pretty Little Liars, and now I've come all the way to season 3. It drags me in quite a lot, so I often have to actually look at the screen and not look down at my work. So that's... this is what I've been doing for the rest of the day. See you tomorrow! Good morning! We're now on day 3 of making my dream granny square cardigan, and I just finished all of the granny squares. I woke up early this morning to finish the last 2. I didn't sleep that well last night because I've been watching too much Pretty Little Liars and I had a nightmare about A. But anyways, my plan right now is to try to attach the squares together to see what the cardigan might look like. I'm gonna use stitch markers. I'm a bit unsure about the size of them, and I'm scared that it'll be too small and I might have to make another round of white before I attach them. As you can tell, I have not fastened any of the loose ends, and that's because I'm on a bit of a time crunch because tomorrow I'm leaving to go visit my family. I have a 7-hour bus drive to get there, and I'm thinking that if I assemble the cardigan today, I'll be able to do that on the bus, and hopefully I will not have to bring many skeins of yarn on the bus ride. So that is my plan right now. Let me just find the stitch markers and we'll start attaching. I think I'm gonna try to attach 4 together as the back and then work from there. Maybe not attach the sleeves right now because I think I'll be able to see the size without attaching them, and I don't have that many stitch markers. But we'll start. I'll try to attach them on the corners and use as few markers as I can. But I have also yet to steam the squares, so they're all a bit uneven right now, and maybe that will also impact the fit, and I think they might grow a bit with steaming. If it's not way too small, I won't do anything, but we'll see. Oh, look at this. I'm also not sure about the method that I want to use for attaching them together. I was thinking of just weaving them together with, I don't know what it's called in English. Is it called mattress stitches in English? I'm not sure. I will check that out later when I'm actually attaching them. I don't know how accurate this will be because they are supposed to be closer together. This is all about trying and failing, and then we'll see how it goes. Now it's all tangled on the back. Oh. Let me just try this again. And maybe I need to put my head through first. Then the arms. How do we feel about the size? My shoulders, it's falling off my shoulders. But I think with a border around, it will fit better. And how does the back look? Is it big enough on the sides and everything? And then just imagine the sleeves. Okay, I'm feeling better about it now. I think I'm just gonna try to put them together, sew them together, and then hope for the best. I think I'm gonna start by sewing the back panel together, then the 2 front pieces together, under the arms, and then try to figure out what I'm going to do on the shoulders, and of course sew the arms together and then attach them in the armholes. Not the biggest armholes, but I think I'll be okay. Maybe I can see if I find not sew them together, but crochet them together so that there's one more layer, because now it's quite airy, so if I just sew them together it might become a bit small. But then again, after blocking, it might not seem that small. What should I do? Okay, I'm sewing, then blocking, sewing, trying it on, and making the edging. And I might have to make the edging on the bus tomorrow. Okay, it's cute. It's cute. And with the edging, so that it's not that wide. Should I have a tie here as well? I made another mistake. I was sewing these panels together. You know, the beautiful front panel, and then boom, it's the back panel. I have to undo this and then sew it together the right way. I have a confession to make. It's been a week since I last even looked at my project. Tried so hard to finish it by the time that I went home to see my family, but I couldn't do it. So here we are. Jacket is too small, so I have to take it all apart and then try again. My plan right now is to take it apart and then see if I can make the squares in the front panels and the back panel bigger. Maybe I won't have to make the sleeves bigger because they're already quite wide. So I'll try to do that. I think it's a good thing that it's been a week because I'm still annoyed that it didn't fit. But that's how it is. I'm gonna try and do this without using scissors. The thing is that I feel the jacket is too tight around, what's it called? Arm, shoulders. And I wanted to tie up here, but then it'll fall off my shoulders. My thought is that if I make the panels bigger, I'll be able to sew more together. But I think I'm also gonna have to do some more research. This is gonna take such a long time because I have to go into each single one and then try and pull it out. But I'm patient. Oh, hi there! I just got back from my run and I'm about to eat some porridge with some raspberry jam in it. It's very good. But I wanted to talk to you about my plan for tonight. My plan for today is to finish extending the granny squares, making one more round around each of the squares for the front panel and the back panel. And I have 4 more squares to do. The finished ones look like this. I think the size is gonna be much better and oversized. So I really like that and I hope it turns out the way that I want it to. That's my plan for tonight. I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, I'm once again at the same place that I were the last time. I had to give up, but this time I made the shoulders a bit wider with a shoulder panel, and I had to do some increases here so that the armholes lined up without having to make bigger squares for the arms. So let's hope that this fits better. Okay, it's not too tight around the arms at least. Okay, it definitely feels much better, but it's almost too big here. Only a bit of my shoulders, but that might become better when I make an edge around the neck, because I think I want to make edging around the neck and also around the side so that I don't have the dents in here. But it definitely fits better than it did the first time. And where should I have the bow? Should I have the bow here or here, or maybe in the middle? This is the back. Okay, so I'm finished, or well, you see all the ends that I have to weave in. They're not finished in that way, but I'm finished enough to try it on, and I really want to finish this video so that I can post it sooner rather than later. I'm not sure whether I should have thick straps or thinner straps, but I think I'll figure that out once I'm starting to wear it, and then it won't be that big a deal changing it. This is the look. I think I need to research a way to tie nice bows. This is what it looks like on for now. I have some errands that I have to run, so when I get back later tonight, I'll do a full debrief of what I did to finish it off. It needs some more blocking as well, but cardigan is finished and I'm so happy with the results, and I just love the colors, and I'm also so happy that I chose to do the edging in pink so that this color comes back around, and also I made like a scalloped edge, and I love it so much. But yeah, let me just talk about some of the things that I did in order for this to fit as nicely as it's doing right now. First off, the shoulders. I had to make a shoulder panel so that it was a bit longer and more oversized. I did that by picking up stitches along here, or well, I crocheted, so I guess I'm not picking up stitches, but I made 10 double crochets on this square, and then the same on the back, 10 double crochets, and then I sewed them together in the middle. And when it comes to the sleeves, I had to do some modifications because I didn't extend the size of the squares in the arms, but the opening where I was going to put my arm out had one more border than this square, so they wouldn't line up. And I wanted the armhole to be bigger because that was one of the issues with the last one. So what I did was that I first made one round of double crochets where some increases. I had to do 8 increases to get the same number of stitches around here as there was in the opening. Well, that's to say before I added the shoulder panels. But yeah, the first round I did 8 increases, 4 on the front and 4 on the back. Try to spread them evenly, and then I made one round of single crochets, but before I reached the middle I did 2 increases, and then I did 2 increases after. So in the last 2 before the middle I did 2 in each. I increased with 2, then after the middle I did 2 increases as well. And that's how I ended up having the right number of stitches here as I did on the shoulders. Yeah, I guess you can't really tell right now how I'm gonna style it. I was originally wearing a white shirt underneath, but that did not work at all because this white was not the same white as the white shirt. So I guess I'll have to find something off-white to wear, or blue, purple, pink, you know, the colors that I like. So that won't be a problem at all. But yeah, this is the cardigan. So if you want to recreate this, you're gonna make 16 granny squares where 8 of them are bigger than the rest, and then you're gonna sew the back panel together, the 2 front panels together, the arms together, and then you're gonna do increases here, and then you're gonna make some increases on the shoulders. And then for the border I made single crochets with pink around the main body. And yeah, I have 2 different ties, and I'm not sure which one I like the most. Maybe I'll keep both of them, or I might change the wider one out for the smaller one, or the opposite way around. But what I basically did was that I chained 31, and then I made single crochets all the way back again for the wider one. But I saw that that was a bit short for the look that I want, so for the next one I chained 40, and I didn't single crochet on the way back. That's the different ties. I guess you can choose whatever you like. And for the sleeves, I searched up on YouTube how to do a scalloped edge crochet, and I found it. I am going to link all the videos or tutorials that I used when making this cardigan, for the granny squares, for the scalloped edge, and for sewing them together down below. So if you want to recreate this, you can do it with those tutorials and looking at my way of how I did it. If you made it this far into the video, please comment down below what colors you would like your granny square cardigan to be in. In the future, I'm hoping that I'll be able to make a video where I style some of these pieces, because this outfit is not really giving anything, but I'm sure that I can make it much cuter once I'm actually leaving the house. But it's a bit too warm to wear this right now, so keep an eye out for that. I also have plans for another project that I want to vlog. The semester is starting. I want to try to knit something that you could actually wear to a party. You should look forward to that video. I know I am. But thank you so much for watching this video, and I will see you soon. Bye bye!